Like and subscribe right now, or this will be in your bed tonight.
Honey, download affiliate link in the description. Honey is a free browser add-on that can save you money online when you shop. It is free and is available for pretty much all browsers and can be installed in 2 clicks. Honey automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes online, so you don't have to waste your precious time. Honey has saved its customers millions, so add Honey to your browser today and start saving money. Who does not like free money from all the savings you will make? Download Honey today with the affiliate link in the description below. Hello and welcome back to ProRevenge. Before we start, please scroll down and click like and subscribe with notifications on. This means that you will get more videos from me and will really help me out. Thanks. Silence me for 4 years. Enjoy losing all of your friends. I originally posted this in r/ProRevenge and many people told me it would do well here. So, some backstory. My freshman year of high school I was sexually assaulted by a peer, and so was another girl. I kept it to myself because we had a lot of mutual friends and I didn't want them to be uncomfortable or feel like they had to choose a side. I also felt like I was responsible and it made me feel really guilty. I also suffered a lot of psychological repercussions and eating disorder. I began cutting. I developed severe anxiety and depression. Finally it peaked and I forced myself to tell my English teacher. The police were called. I was interviewed. Already I could tell the detective was not taking me seriously. He also blatantly misquoted me in the statement and used words like misunderstanding and he went in for a kiss. Even though I made it very clear I struggled and tried to push him away, and he had me pinned to the wall with his hand around my throat. He confessed after 10 minutes of being interviewed by the police. The charges got dropped by the prosecutor because he felt the case would never go to trial. He was a star student and was very well respected. After this he was banned from speaking at school sanctioned events. I was still quiet because I'm not a rock the boat type person. Eventually I found out he was planning on going to the same college I was going to. I wrote him a letter asking him to please reconsider. He had said he was very sorry earlier. I told him in the letter to put his money where his mouth is and prove it. He never replied. A few weeks later I find out he's planning to speak at a baccalaureate event put on by a local interfaith community. I emailed the teacher in charge and told her what happened and politely asked her to not allow him to speak. She emailed back and essentially said that's terrible. I'm so sorry. We are still going to let him speak though. Feel better. I'm livid at this point. I've been dismissed, belittled, ignored, and unheard for years despite my efforts to get justice. He's still incredibly popular and everyone loves him. I decide I've done all I can. I tried to take care of things on the DL, talk to him privately, to come to an agreement, talk to the organizer, to try and come to an agreement. They both ignored me just like the police did. So I decide I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I attend the baccalaureate event, and while he's giving his speech, ironically about treating others with respect, lol, I hold up a sign that says redacted, has assaulted 2 women. Is this the face of class of 2020? Stop giving assaulters and abusers a platform to speak. Stop silencing women. By the time the event is over, everyone is talking about it, and everyone is pissed at both him and the organizers for letting him speak. Many of the girls there are victims of sexual assault themselves, and they are all furious that the organization knowingly let a predator speak. I feel incredible. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. The last thing he told me after he'd finished violating me was don't tell anyone. And even after years had passed, and I felt comfortable speaking about it to a select few, and the police knew, and all the teachers knew, he was still praised. And every time I heard someone talk about him fondly, I heard that little voice from deep inside me saying, "You're letting him win." Now that everyone knows and everyone hates him, I know that finally, I can lay this matter to bed. I can finally let go. Edit. Good lord. I'm so overwhelmed with all of these comments and gold. 2 golds. What the fuck? Thank you guys so much. I'd like to make a blanket statement to all the sexual assault victims in my DMs and on the comments of this post. You are enough. You are loved. And even though this system is rigged against us, I hear you. I'm listening. You don't need to hold up a sign to get your revenge. Sometimes, taking care of yourself and moving on is enough. Trust me, I know it's easier said than done, but just know that I'm on your side. I'm in your corner. I see you. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need to talk. I love you. Edit 2. You guys, I appreciate you and all the awards so much. I think there's enough now though. Haha. If anyone wants to give another award, please take the money you old used and donate it to one of the below. https://m4bl.org https://caloroffchange.org https://www.showingupforracialjustice.org https://www.nationalunial.org. Thank you. Edit 3. Hello everyone. First of all, thank you so much for all your well wishes. I love all of you so much. You are so sweet. I would like to address a few things. I have gotten a lot of direct messages, as well as comments on this post, from survivors of sexual assault telling me how brave I am, and how I'm their hero. I appreciate that so much, you have no idea how happy that makes my heart. But I have something to say to all of you who said that. Yes, it was scary and hard to hold up the sign. I'm not saying that wasn't a brave thing to do, it was, and I'm proud of myself. However, I don't like what that implies. I don't like the implication that a survivor who is not yet ready to share their story choosing to keep it private is in any way an act of cowardice. My friends, you are all brave. You are brave just for waking up in the morning. You are brave for going to work. You are brave for making yourself dinner and letting yourself enjoy it. You have nothing to be ashamed of, that I can assure you. You are perfectly enough, and you have nothing to prove. You do not have to earn your place in this world with acts of courage. You do not have to prove to the masses that you deserve to be alive, that you deserve to be happy. Just know that for yourself, because it's true. How could it possibly be anything but true? How could you possibly be anything less than perfect? You are kind. You are compassionate. You are strong. You are resilient. You are intelligent. You are brave. Be your own hero, my friends. I love you all. Update. I hate myself for all the edits on this post, but here's another one. You either die the hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So, the long-awaited update. I don't want this to be too terribly long, so I'll give you a bulleted list. I woke up this morning to 70 plus messages and DMs from classmates, every single one overwhelmingly positive, supportive, and empathetic. 2 other victims have come out. Now his rape count is at 4. However, I want to make this as efficient as possible. Any suggestions on how to make sure we have a solid case would be very much appreciated. I haven't heard any statements from him yet, but I promise I'm as eager to know as you are. You'll be the first to hear about it, if and when it arrives. Thank you all for your support. Put deployed maintainers in a lose/lose. Now you lose. This happened a few years back, while I was active duty as aircraft maintenance. Our rotating shifts were about 40 people. To get to our aircraft it was a 20-minute drive to pass 2 checkpoints and get on a flight line, and it was not possible to walk through. Checkpoints and flight line were non-walkable. Now, when a unit deploys, you get a grab bag officer and senior leadership. This is either really good or really bad. This trip was really bad. We had an officer that was desperately looking for promotion and a senior that cared only about himself and making his leadership happy. His job is usually to take care of his troops under him. We had 7 trucks to take us out to the aircraft, and all of them were worn thin. They'd been in a desert environment and worked hard their whole life, and many had duct tape handles, spliced wires, torn up walls, you name it. On top of that, the sand had permanently stained them into an ugly light brown color. When they wouldn't run, we'd turn them in to be fixed, but everything else we'd make work to do the job. One day, the officer's boss dropped in to visit the PNs. He was bothered by the ugly color of the vehicles and disgusted by the cosmetic look of the interiors. After talking to the maintainers, he settled down and understood the situation. The officer and senior were with him during the walkthrough and heard his complaints and saw him relax and understand. Once he left, we were all called to a meeting. Our leadership demanded we turn in our vehicles for any damage at all that they had, even scratches, and that he would personally give us paperwork for any section that had a damaged or dirty vehicle. He wouldn't listen to reason, as even our CAC guys were fine with the vehicles, and we had no liability. burnt, ignored, and chastised, we walked out to get in the vehicles and catch the aircraft that was landing in 30 minutes. Senior followed us out with paper towels and cleaning products and demanded we make the vehicles white before we left. We couldn't convince him otherwise, and catching the jet was more important. So everybody frantically tried scrubbing at the trucks. Nothing was changing. They truly were permanently stained. Time was short. We had to leave that second. Senior started screaming at one of the maintainers and grabbed a rag and cleaner and stood on his truck trying to scrub it as we were rushing to get out to the line. That truck stayed, and we had enough people to barely make it out and catch and bed down the aircraft. While out on the line we all got together and wrote down every single scratch and issue on the remaining 6 vehicles. I'm talking discolorations, scratches, smells, everything. Each vehicle had a laundry list of 80+ items. Our vehicle maintenance would take a week and a half to get a vehicle back to us for an oil change. We knew we wouldn't see these again for 6 months. Some items would make the vehicle unusable, such as broken windows that wouldn't close and broken account that we simply dealt with to meet the mission. This means vehicle maintenance would not be able to release/return them once turned in until they were fixed. Returning from the line, we dropped all 6 vehicles off at vehicle maintenance and walked back to our unit. Sitting in the parking lot in a screaming match with the maintainer, and the only remaining vehicle was our senior, still holding a rag. He'd been yelling and scrubbing for hours. We told him we turned all the vehicles in and needed to turn that last one in. We also let him know we were told not to expect the vehicles back for a few months due to the extensive work on them and the low priority on cosmetic damage. He nearly had a stroke. His face turned red and he ran inside to the officer. As we were finishing up the list of damages on the last vehicle, our officer and senior walked out, senior looking like a beaten dog. The officer apologized for the short-sighted threats and said he had tried to get the vehicles back, but they could only release 3. The officer and senior had their own personal vehicles to get to work and could be driven on the flight line. They had no choice but to give us the keys so we could get our guys to and from work and out to the aircraft. For the remainder of the deployment, officer and senior had to use the base buses and walk nearly a mile in the desert heat to get to work as their schedule was skewed 2 hours from ours. I assume they didn't pursue another vehicle as they didn't want to look bad to the big boss, who was fine with the cosmetic damage. The maintainers took turns driving the nice cars. Leadership gave up, and seeing the senior show up half an hour late covered in sweat always raised morale. TL. Doctor, leadership sacrifices mission for cosmetics, has to sacrifice their own comforts to cover their ass. Honey, download affiliate link in the description. Honey is a free browser add-on that can save you money online when you shop. It is free and is available for pretty much all browsers and can be installed in 2 clicks. Honey automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes online, so you don't have to waste your precious time. Honey has saved its customers millions, so add Honey to your browser today and start saving money. Who does not like free money from all the savings you will make? Download Honey today with the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. But before you go, please like and subscribe for more. Not many of you at all that watch are subscribed or like the video, and this makes me unsure if I should continue to make more content or not. So if you want more content, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also, please give me some feedback in the comment section about what I can do better, because not many people comment on my videos, so I have no idea of people's opinions of thoughts about this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's all from me. If you have subscribed and liked the video, please consider sharing the video with your friends. Thanks and bye. I'm still doing daily uploads, so hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.